What's going on, guys? This is your boy Mag Dog TV coming back with another one with the NFL training camp coming very close for the Cleveland Browns. The quarterback battle of the quarterbacks definitely are the most intriguing amongst any NFL football team. ESPN analysts just weighed in on the possibility of Shedeur Sanders starting week 1.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. Our people know it's bad dog to me, let's go. To every other city, every city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's mad dog to me, let's go. To every other city, every city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's mad dog to me, let's go.
So once again, as I said before, the quarterback competition is beginning to start to heat up more and more as we get closer to NFL training camp. ESPN analysts all weighed in on the possibility of Shedeur Sanders starting week 1. I'm going to play these video clips and let you guys hear their different opinions of the topic, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts as we keep this video going.
If I said Shedeur Sanders is going to start the season as the starting quarterback in Cleveland, are you buying or selling?
I'm selling that. I mean, the reality is that quarterback room is super crowded. We've been talking about that, since the draft. And the guys that are in that quarterback room are qualified to win the job. Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Kenny Pickett's a former first rounder that started games last year for the Super Bowl winning Eagles. So look, I just think that reps sound like they're going to be fairly even. And I believe that the guys that have the experience, like Flacco and Pickett have the upper hand in a competition.
Well, I certainly don't think I'm not interested in debating whether Deion's right about in terms of Shedeur and whether he had the right attitude in meetings. I think that, quite frankly, something happened. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's simply physical, where teams evaluated him not necessarily as a franchise quarterback right now. Maybe they didn't feel like he had the right attitude in meetings. Whatever the case may be, we know that Shedeur Sanders now is going into a situation where it will be more difficult. It will be more difficult because he's going into a quarterback room that is very crowded, one that will require distribution of reps to a number of different players. Normally speaking, when you're a top-end prospect as a rookie, you're going to get those reps early on, and you're going to be conditioned to become that week 1 starter. For Shedeur, this is going to be an uphill climb for him.
Okay, that's indisputable. But Tim Hasselbeck, let me make a case to you as one, obviously having been a quarterback yourself, how the dynamics of all of this work. There are a lot of different ways this could have turned out for Shedeur once he fell out of, let's just say, the 3rd round. One of them is a team that has Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts on it could have said, you know what, he's a good value at this point, let's just take him. At that point, he has no chance to play. Instead, he got taken by Cleveland, which is a team that we thought needed a quarterback going in, and you just ran through the list of names that are otherwise in that room. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, with no disrespect to any of them. It's not like any team in the NFL is saying, boy, I really envy them having those options at their disposal. So my counterpoint to what everyone else is saying, Tim, is this. If Shedeur Sanders if everything else was the same, but he had been drafted in the 2nd round where we expected him to be, and all the other people were still there, we'd be expecting him to win this job. And maybe not week 1, maybe they give that to one of the veterans, but eventually to become the quarterback. And I still believe that the path to that exists because nothing about him changed besides the number next to his name in the draft.
I agree with that analyst 1,000%. Nothing changed about Shedeur Sanders, not especially with his game. I've been reacting to all his practices, off-season, OTAs, rookie minicamp, you name it. Shedeur Sanders is him. He has the skill set. We already know that, especially after knowing that he's been taking reps with the first team in 11-on-11 and the Cleveland Browns been hiding it. That tells me everything I need to know. But nothing has changed about Shedeur Sanders besides his jersey number and his draft position, which none of those things mean anything when you are in Cleveland. None of those quarterbacks are really worth anything besides maybe a Joe Flacco, but he's a security type of quarterback in my opinion. Yes, he won a Super Bowl, but he's not the type of quarterback where you must fear him if you are the opposing team. Kenny Pickett, I've seen enough. I am a Philadelphia Eagle. You guys don't know that or not. I am a Eagles fan. I know what Kenny Pickett can do, and that is nothing. He is not trust me, he's not anything. Then you have Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel is decent, but I feel like that this level of competition is going to catch up with him because of his size. He's too short. He can move around, but you can't do those things that you did in Oregon in the NFL because everybody is fast. And then you have Deshaun Watson. He don't even really know when he's going to suit up. He may suit up this year, next year. You don't even know, man. They overpaid Deshaun Watson. When he was 100%, he didn't do anything. And then you have Shedeur Sanders. You don't know what you're going to get out of him if you are the Cleveland Browns. But if you give him an opportunity, 12 is legendary, man. 12 is going to ball out. I'm not being biased. I don't want them to give 12 anything. I want Shedeur Sanders to keep doing what he's doing, take advantage of the opportunities, show them in the preseason games because that is going to be broadcast worldwide. The media, everybody's going to be watching it, including everybody that's watching this video. And so you can't hide talent. That's 1,000%. Shedeur Sanders is going to ball out because that's who he is. He's been prepared. He's been trained. He's been raised for these moments, man. And so he's legendary. I'm just excited to see it from the bottom all the way up to the top because once he get that opportunity and he becomes the day one starter, nobody can say they gave Shedeur anything. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. That way every time I upload a new video, you guys will see it. Also get down in the comments and let me know how do you guys feel about Shedeur Sanders starting week 1. Until next time. Peace.